Oh, okay.
MBC, we're back at it again. I'm your host, David McDonald. We got Miller. We got Cleo. Blackman's doing his thing. Blackman's doing his thing on set this week. We got a friend of the show back. We got Frank McCaskill. We got another friend of the show, another old Army buddy, Mr. LC Tover.
LC.
All right, y'all. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so in you guys' opinion, what do you see the country being like if Kamala Harris gets elected president?
A whole lot better.
I don't think so.
I disagree with that comment. We'll be a whole lot better.
Yeah, she got a whole lot of things. Well, that all depends on if she can get the Congress and the Senate. If she can't get them, then we're in the same boat.
Yeah.
And you see how they put a stop to the dock crack today, which is a good thing. Well, postponed it anyway. They didn't put a stop to it. And that's going to hurt them.
I think we might be in World War III.
That's my take. I think it's going to be pretty. We're going to see the hatred come out once again from the other side, and they've already kind of laid out the. I think the two assassinations attempt on Trump. I think that was a ploy, and I think that was just a blueprint plan for what they might attempt on Harris.
Man, that stuff for Trump was set up by Trump.
Right.
Ain't nobody trying to kill that clown.
Yeah. Well, no, man, it's a lot going on for sure, and it's like, you know, the problem, or should I say, the challenge is the truth is out there somewhere. It's like, you know, it's intentionally mixed messages that are being put out there. So it's like a little bit of truth, a little bit of half truth, and then some lies, and it's all out there swirling. And you know, you have to be able to kind of cut through the mire and really see the truth. So it's, you know,
well, actually just use common sense.
Well, I mean,
understand what you're dealing with.
I mean, I hear you. I mean, common sense isn't as common as we need it to be, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for the individual it is. For certain individuals.
I hear you.
I mean, you listening to, I don't know if y'all watched the debate other night, J.D. Vance listening to Trump, you already know it's all. I mean, you know, they sit up and just like we was talking about last week, lying. Mm-hmm. They sit right up there and lie to you when you know you're lying to them. They're on tape for saying stuff, and then they'll swear up and down they didn't say it.
Yeah,
and the man played the tape for them, and they still swear up and down they didn't say
it. They seem to. They've taken the tactic that the old Republicans, the old GOP, used so well of scare tactics and just upped it all together. And back then, if they got caught in a lie, they just kind of something else. These jokers sit there and just keep repeating the same lie.
The same lie, and you know they're lying.
Yeah, it's almost like even when you prove that they wrong, they still sitting there going, no, that was not me. They kill me with that.
Well, if you say it enough, then you'll start believing it yourself.
Yeah, that sounds like Trump right
there.
That's
their approach.
That's the mantra.
Exactly what he said.
That's the mantra, but yeah. I would say only stupid people would finally believe it. I mean,
there you go.
But more people honestly do need to be calling them lies out straight, and they can just go ahead and say, like that man said about Obama when he was doing his State of the Union, "You lie," and go on about your
business. But Democrats can't do that.
Yeah, they all.
You see that
it's about image, you know.
Did you guys, I guess speaking of the debate, did you guys watch the vice president of the debate?
Yeah.
I watched it with one eye closed.
Yeah.
You didn't watch any of it, James?
No.
He was just baby Trump up there. Lie after lie after lie. And swear to
There
him.
you go with that crap again.
Even when they sit there and call him on the lie, he still says it's not that.
But you know, and I'm gonna be devil's advocate here for a second, and what a little bit of honesty. You know, whether we want to acknowledge it or not, Vance, he's a rising political star, and the debate was going pretty good. And then when Walt said, "Did you guys lose the debate?" I'm sorry, did you guys lose the election? And he refused to answer him twice. I was like, is that denial, or is that more of, you're not going to put me on the spot, I'm going to call you out on censorship? You know what I'm saying? I was just like,
Well, JD Vance, he's going to disappear as soon as Trump disappears.
do you think so?
Yeah.
Yes, he will lose Senate the next time around after this.
Okay, I'm going to be looking for it. I don't know.
Hey, he's a Sarah.
And I don't talk about
Jacob.
Marines like that either, but that's one Marine that I would not give a damn about.
What'd
You're
you
right
say,
about that Sarah Palin comparison. It'll be the same way.
He's just like Sarah Palin. He's a
go.
Ponzi. They brought him in, thought he was going to pull in all the younger individuals because he's younger and charismatic. But guess what? He don't have the tools. Maybe 5-10 years from now, he might have been a decent choice, but they ruined his political career.
I got you.
Yeah, if he had a better person that he was running behind, he would have a good career too. That he didn't have to sit up there and shoot all them lies and cover all that stuff up for him.
Yeah, I got
But
you.
see, he's killing himself right now.
Well, he seemed to be very skilled at the whole.
Oh, he is. I mean, he's Ivy League educated, so he's skilled.
Yeah. I mean,
but he got on the wrong boat.
He would have been real big with Nixon. Nixon would have loved to have had somebody like him. I'm serious. Nixon would, or if he had been on the Nixon team with Haldeman and Ehrlichman, Nixon might have been able to get away with the thing, except for the truth just seemed to keep coming out.
But yeah, it's that Watergate thing. Yeah. All right, y'all.
Hey, that was a big part of my 8th grade year in school.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got you. All right, something a little lighter here. I guess, and y'all can tell me about your experiences, whatever. Why does it seem like women tend to be more insecure and jealous of each other than men do? Y'all got any thoughts on that?
Because they're in competition with each other. Men ain't in competition.
Ain't no point.
Exactly.
Okay.
But women, if one see one woman with you and they think you nice looking, first thing in their mind, what's she doing with him? Man ain't gonna say no shit like that.
Yeah.
Men do say that too. What you talking about? Men do say something like that.
Not no men.
What you mean? Not no men. Some men do say that.
When you heard a man say what he doing with him?
I done heard men say that, man, what is he doing with her? Or how did he get her?
Right.
Come on now.
Now I've heard the how did he get her part, but that's still not a reflection of that or that particular man. They just sitting there and just going, how was he lucky enough to land that one?
Exactly.
Oh,
that's
all you gotta do is be a man.
Hey,
all you gotta do is be a man.
That's all you got to be. Most women don't care about how a man looks.
Oh, that's a lie. That is a bald-faced lie right there.
How you think all these ugly people get women?
What you mean?
How you think people blind
just
people,
because
people with no legs?
That charisma factor.
Exactly. You ain't got to be pretty in the world and get no woman, bro.
Hey,
just because you part of the PMF, That don't mean other men that
That's cold. That's cold.
Damn, Miller.
God, that was cold. The PMF.
You don't even know that guy like that. Stop.
Hey, LC, you scared ready to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the jealousy part there is equal. It's just how it's displayed and if they're vocal about it or not. I don't think men may not be necessarily as vocal sometimes as women about the jealousy, but I think it's kind of down the middle.
So you think men are jealous as women when it comes to men on men?
Yeah, I think men can be just as jealous as women.
Men can be just as jealous, but
yeah, that's new to me because I ain't never been jealous of a man.
Me neither.
I think we can all acknowledge that men can be. I think the intent was to say or not say it happens more often with women. I think that was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it definitely happens more often with women.
Yeah, they see a woman wearing the same clothes they wearing, they go inside and change and all kinds of stuff. And then be mad about it.
Mad.
So LC saying it's on display or it comes out more often with women, but men feel that way too. That's what you're saying, right, LC?
Yeah.
Well, I can say some men feel that way, not all men.
Nah, because I ain't never been jealous of a man.
Me neither.
So I guess speaking
I still just can't get over that PMF though.
Miller on drugs. Don't worry about it. He on drugs.
Yeah,
man, I just can't get over that.
People, y'all have to Google that one. We'll leave that for Google to tell you.
What do you mean Google? They know what that means.
For the ones that don't. All right.
Well,
they know what it means. That's why they
around long enough to they ain't been around long enough to understand that. If they don't know.
All right. So I guess speaking of women in general, do you feel like women are more focused on how large a man's manhood is or how large his wallet is? What are your thoughts on that?
In the dating world, his wallet.
I didn't know there was a part two to that.
Yeah, but mostly it's man wallet nowadays. Back in the day, it might have been that, but today it's the man wallet. All they want is what they can get.
Okay.
No.
And they will settle for bad sex if its money is involved every time.
No.
Or no sex.
No. Back then, it was all about how much the man got in his pocket. That was back in the old school days. That was back then.
Man, women didn't want no money back then.
No, they didn't.
They had to get off no money back then.
No, they didn't. I tend to agree with that one because you could have all kinds of money and be nice looking, come from a good family and all that, and yet that real fine, pretty looking young lady end up with that bum. Now that was a time when people used to sit there and go, how did he end up with her or she end up with him?
No,
because they knew he was no good to begin with, and he still wasn't no good.
But they liked that bad boy image. Mm-hmm. And that was what it was all about. That's when the roughnecks and all that stuff was out there.
Yeah.
So, okay, Cleo. Okay, taking that a step further, Cleo. So are you saying good guys always finish last?
No, because I'm a good guy, and I ain't never finished last.
Okay.
But I was different.
That's because he's also in the PMF club.
You done said a mouthful, Mr. Frank. You done said a mouthful there.
Back in the day, there's another one right there I'm looking at right now was in the PMF club. Talking about you, LC.
No.
Yeah, don't try and pull that. Don't try and play
Mr.
that.
McDonald.
No, that was you.
That is too funny.
Because they was all about LC. LC.
It was all about the jokes, man. It's all about the jokes.
See, if you can talk a good game, then you can pull.
Mm-hmm.
But that's another topic for another time.
Why not now?
So you
Talk
referring?
and dance.
So,
If you could dance, you could pull.
So
Right.
James, you talking about gift the gab? Is that what you're talking about, James?
Yes,
In spit game?
yes. And we got a person right on up here right now that wrote the book, and I write barely.
I didn't write the book. The book was wrote when I came along. I just read
Oh,
it.
that's a lie right there.
Hey, Bailey was like, don't hate the player, hate the game.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I believe it. PM, man.
All right,
But
y'all.
that
Here was one that kind of took me for a loop. What do y'all think the difference is between, or is there a difference between saying someone's white and saying someone's Caucasian? Do you think that's a difference?
It is a difference.
No, they both the same.
What do
No,
you
it's
think?
not.
What do you think, Frank?
Well, see, there was a time when, like there was colored and black. When you mention people of the Caucasian persuasion, that's what you call them Caucasians. You didn't call them white. But since the time of James Brown going, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Now we say white just the same. But you got a couple of different shades that you're dealing with. There's straight hair people of the brown persuasion. And
You gotta realize-
then there's the ones from India.
What you think, LC?
Like the ones you saw in Mississippi, Masala.
I got you.
So they're one and the same. There's it's regardless. Hell, you can call them purple, and they're still looking at that skin complexion, and they get that benefit. So it doesn't matter what you call them until that treatment is different and across the board, then it doesn't matter. So they may call them Caucasian to try to take away that sting, but the result haven't changed.
See, it's interesting because it's like culture and ethnicity sometimes is intertangled, and then sometimes it runs parallel. But legal, like by the letter, white and Caucasian is different.
It is.
You can be
So
from
what
North
is Caucasian?
Africa. You can be from North Africa and be Caucasian.
You could be from North Africa and be white too.
Right. And see here, and that's what I'm saying about culture versus ethnicity. The term white American, I'm trying to make sure. The term white American actually was that came about back in the late 1600s in Virginia, of all places. Rich, influential white people called themselves white people during what was that? Bacon's Rebellion. And Bacon's Rebellion was actually when the indentured servants and slaves were uprising. Now it was more than just Africans that were in that
Right. The
rebellion.
indentured servants. I remember that.
There were actually people who might be considered white today, but because they were of certain economic class also, they were all just not we're white people, and they're other, you know what I'm saying? Because let me see, it's like you can be a light-skinned Caucasian, you can be a dark-skinned Caucasian. I said India maybe, but Middle Eastern.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Some people right there.
Yeah.
I used to have another name for it, but I don't think it would be appropriate for me to say.
I got I got you. You said
Say
something.
it anyway. David edited it out.
I used to call them dirty white folks.
Okay. I mean, that's not bad or whatever. I got you.
No, it was dirty white folks simply because their skin was dark, and in fact, some of them was dark as us.
Yes.
But they had what? Affluence, money.
Yeah.
You know, all them hotels and things that they came in. You know,
it's just because I know.
Well, see,
what's that, Cleo?
A lot of them don't think that they like see, when you call a Jew a white guy, see, a white person will tell you he's a Jew, he ain't white, but we'll call him a white guy.
Right.
So it's different names for different things. Or light skinned Puerto Rican, they'll call him a white Puerto Rican. White one won't, they'll just call him a Puerto Rican.
Yeah, it's
so I guess you got a point there.
Yeah, it's like
tuning.
What's that, James?
But they also Black Jews is around here too.
Yeah, but once again, you got culture groups and then ethnicity groups. It's like sometimes they cross and sometimes they don't. Yeah, I got you.
But I looked up the word. I looked up what is the white between white and Caucasian. Caucasian actually is a European. It's for the European people.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
From the Caucasus Mountains.
Caucasus.
Yep. And then once they got to the New World, America, they
became white.
Right. Exactly. Yep. It's interesting because it's like a lot of people. I know we had in a previous segment. We were talking about light skin and dark skin. American Negroes or Black people. Colorism. That's not something that we invented. That's just something we just got in line. But that's not something
we just got in line.
That came from somewhere else.
Yeah, no, it didn't come from us.
So then she goes. So then she identifies herself. I'm talking about Kamala. She identifies herself as a Black woman.
Okay.
But yeah, she is perfect example of I don't know, a hybrid. I mean, because her father was
not really,
making
black. Yeah, a black man, you're gonna be black, whatever you mix with.
Well, that's what they do.
That's like culturally speaking. Yeah.
Driver,
right.
No, I mean, even in Bureau statistics, like a white man could have a Black wife, and the child is Black.
Yeah, either way.
Right.
Yeah.
But long you got Black in you, I mean, you Black.
But, I mean,
so they say.
If a Japanese woman married a white man and they have a child, the child was considered white, not Japanese.
Really?
Yeah. In Florida.
Like a white guy, girl? Huh?
In Florida.
Culture.
Only one they didn't get it. I mean, they used to say, well, the child has the not the sex, but the identification of the father, except when it came to Black people.
Well, I knew a couple. They had two sons. One looked like a Black guy, and one looked just like the dad and just like a Japanese. But both of them say they was Black.
Yeah.
I mean, if you didn't know he had Black in him, you would have thought he was a Japanese.
Yeah, but that's how they do it.
He identified as Black.
And they identified him as Black because his mama was Black. I'm talking about on like birth certificate
exactly
stuff. Why is that extended to other races of people? I don't know.
Well, you back in the day, you could have put different stuff on your birth certificate because back in the day you had color, you had millennial, you had different types of things on your birth certificate.
Yeah,
back in the day,
it's all about statistics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And depending on where you was at too.
But I blame mainly men folks of the military. Reason why I say that is because we go overseas and we bring these women back here. Germany was a big thing for most of the military people.
Yeah, you try to get the best wife you can get.
Say what?
You try to get the best wife you can get.
Oh man, it ain't no such thing.
White.
How you figure that?
It's a difference, Miller.
It's a difference.
It's a difference. It's a difference.
Damn.
Is it a difference, Mr. Frank?
Is there a difference?
Yes.
I don't know if it's a difference that you can put down on paper, but for me, you know, like, I mean, my dating history wasn't all that big. You know, I didn't have the luxury of being that popular to any woman, for that matter.
I'm in that same category with you.
But
all right, we're gonna finish off with this one. All right, so in your opinion, how can you best describe the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark effect on the WNBA?
Ooh, like Magic Johnson and
Larry Bird. Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Enough with money.
Money.
And a whole lot of racism control. Of trying to be controlled.
Yeah.
You know, I looked at the figures.
Them both money.
Well, Caitlin's making more than Angel Reese. Kamala Cardoso.
The higher you draft it, the more you're gonna make anyway.
Now, how you know that? How you know that? Because I can tell you, everybody don't put all their money out in the street for everybody to see. Because I think, what's her name?
Angel Reese.
Angel. There's a lot of money in her pocket.
Oh yeah, but he talking about basketball itself though. He got a lot of deals and stuff, but he talking about basketball itself.
Yeah, that was good.
She's only making 5 figures, but Caitlin's making 6 figures.
Where was Caitlin drafted at? Number 1?
She was number 1. Yeah,
that's what money right there. That automatically more money.
And Cameron Brink, she was ranked number 2, and she's only making $85,000 for 4 years.
Yeah, so, but Angel and them, it's the same thing. One of them, somebody got to be number 1, but it don't mean that all the money went to number 1. Like Angel Reese got a lot of other deals like that.
But she got endorsements though.
That's what I mean. And sometimes endorsements can
make a whole lot of difference.
Whole lot of difference with them endorsements.
But that's where Michael Jordan made all his money. Michael Jordan was never the highest paid player. He made his money in endorsements.
Nike.
Yeah, but I think that those 2 ladies have brought a light to the WNBA that wasn't there before because of the money and stuff. So you have more people looking at it now because of that chemistry, and you know, and you got to have a good and a bad. So the media painted that picture of watch these 2 ladies, these 2 gladiators go at it.
Yep.
Basically, whose side you gonna be on? Caitlin.
But you got to realize this too. One has a national championship and one don't.
Yeah, but one got popularity, and popularity wins in today's world, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, it don't.
It does.
That Angel.
But you see, they see that as her being sneezy, you know, because every time she does it, they got something bad to say about her.
But that's okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's okay to me and you, but I'm talking about the other side.
Oh,
I think
every time you see her out there in something that's looking like they say she was.
That's that female hateration right there.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah, we were talking about that jealousy and all that stuff earlier.
It's
that's
one of those,
they do.
you know, it's
hey, but Miller,
because they can't wear that look. They can't wear that look. They can't wear it like she do.
It's today's ball players are different then who's it? Is it Cheryl Swoops? Is she one of the older generations?
Yeah.
Hating, not only hating on Caitlyn, I mean even hating on some of the other ones. The new generation, they got NIL money. Some of them are getting paid less to play pro ball than they were in college.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it is about personalities, and that's what they're learning. Here's a statistic. With Caitlin Clark, when they were still in the playoffs, I think they were drawing like 2.5 million viewers. And since they got put off, the most highly watched game is only 900,000 people. That's a drop off of more than half.
Yeah,
people can say what they want to say, but it is about personalities.
Drama.
It just is.
And drama.
Yep.
It's just because, like, back in the day, anytime Chocolate Thunder was on, the 76ers, everybody was watching.
Box office. Yep.
Yeah. Because you got
they had everybody.
Chocolate Thunder because they want to see him break the backboard.
Yep.
They want to see him put one of them dunks on people and get showered with glass.
And after after everybody got mad, they want to take it away from him. Don't do this no more. We gonna read it.
Yeah.
But the thing in today's market, you can't really trust everything you see. You may say that it's coming from the other side, but if I got enough money to put out something, then I can put it out to make and spin it to make it look like it's coming from the other side, just for that publicity and that attraction. Now, the more likes I get, the more followers I get, the more drama that I can stir up, make up, partner with this other person. Guess what? That's a win. That's win-win for both of us.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Like what narrative you want to push? Absolutely.
Right.
Yep. Gotcha. All right, fellas, we are at the end of our time. I want to thank Mr. L.C. Tover, Mr. Frank McCaskill for pinch hitting with us tonight. I think I know James is thank him for his service. I know he's out. He's out on assignment actually, and I think he had to go. So keep those comments coming. Anybody want to sit in as a guest? Hit us up on our email. Thanks, you guys. We'll see you on the next one. All right.
All right. I appreciate you too, man.
Hey,
All
thank you
right.
for your service. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service, Drill Sergeant.
All right, y'all. We out now.
Hey, man.